For months now, I've been hearing about the advanced automation tool n8n, but I am not a developer by any means. I help small businesses get their operations in order and produce creator events. So because of that, I am not trying to code my way through processes, I just need them to work. So keeping that lens on, I want to give n8n a try today. In this video, I'm literally going to use n8n for the first time, build a workflow in both n8n and what I'm familiar with, Stepper, and share an in-depth comparison on their pricing and features to help you decide which is right for your automations. Now, I did do a little tiny bit of research beforehand since every platform uses different language for things, and I will say n8n's documentation is really thorough. So here's what you need to know. The canvas is where you build workflows. A trigger node is the action that starts your workflow. A node are apps within the workflow, and within the workflows themselves, you can add logic, expressions, credentials for completing desired outputs, and more. n8n has 500 plus app integrations that allows users to self-host. To be honest, I really have no idea what that means, which probably means there's 1,001 chance that I don't need it. If we take a look at their pricing at first glance, the starter plan seems reasonable. $20 a month, 2,500 workflow executions with unlimited steps. But I have no idea what a concurrent execution is because I've never heard of that. And according to n8n, that means that you can't have multiple workflows running at the same time, only 5 allowed on the base plan, and others get put into a queue until they can run. I get it, but I'm also incredibly confused. Reading through this doc is not language I use every day, and that's probably a good indication that this platform isn't for me. Similar to Stepper and Make, n8n has integrated AI as a feature to build workflows, perfect code, and chat with your own data accessed via credentials. Now that we've got the basics down, let's create our n8n account and build our first ever workflow. I have never used this platform. I've never logged in before. So let's see what happens. Okay, so this is actually really interesting. So there's kind of this like tutorial on building n8n, but I'm gonna pretend that this isn't here and I just want to build on my own because from the looks of this thumbnail, this is like more than I need, right? We're only building a simple automation to connect Paperform and Notion. So let's see how difficult that is without me sitting here reading anything. All right, so welcome to n8n. All right, so I'm assuming, I'm fairly tech forward, so we'll probably click the plus sign, we'll click a workflow, sure, and we'll create it in personal. Okay, so at first glance, it gives me kind of the manual versus building with AI. I'm gonna do the manual first. If you guys remember from my Zapier video, their build with AI Copilot did not work. So let's actually make sure this works first so I'm not wasting a bunch of my time. Okay, so on our triggers, it looks like it's giving me all of these options. Already, I'm just kind of like, what do I click? It looks like we want on app events. So run the flow when something happens in an app. So for us, we want to connect Paperform, and Paperform doesn't exist in n8n. Did you know that? Did I know that? I didn't know that. I literally went into this video so blind, y'all. Like I did not know. So Paperform doesn't work, which means we have to run a webhook, and I really just don't want to get into this today. I hate building with webhooks. This gives me so much anxiety right now. We're gonna get this and let's go into Paperform and let's just use my budget calculator. We'll go into the integrations and webhooks. We'll go down to webhooks. We're gonna add a webhook. We're gonna paste their get and it's gonna be on a new submission. Okay, so that's there. Then respond immediately and we'll test this trigger. Listening for test event. Oh, I guess I always forget you have to do this. Okay, so we're gonna go to publish. We're gonna go to the live form and we will just do some dummy data here. And sounds good, great. Okay, Sarah test n8n. So this is something that I do anytime that I'm testing dummy data is I say one, my name, one, the test, and then what platform I'm testing it on. So that way I can pull this data very easily in the back end. Listening for test event. So maybe we stop listening and we'll test it again. I don't know what's supposed to be happening. Okay, we're gonna skip that and we're gonna click set data, sure. Okay, you can't just pull test data? I don't understand. I don't know what any of this means. Like when you build in Zapier, Stepper, like it does all of this for you. I genuinely, okay, I know what obviously responding means, but like, I don't know what these authentications mean. I think I did this right. So, okay, whatever. We'll just do that. And then we are going to do something in an app. So that is our action. We want to do an action and we're going to do Notion. And we want to create a database page. Okay, so we'll do our credentials. Okay, so this is the secret key. Connections, add a connection. And there's no, okay, so now I have to go here. I also never have to do this either. I didn't sign up for this today. How in the actual heck do you do this? Maybe I should have watched the video. I don't know what that means either. Okay, I guess we'll read the docs, fine. Yeah, n8n doesn't come up on the new integration button. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. So this is also something that I never touch in Notion itself. So the integrations are not in your regular Notion account. So you guys just saw I went to the database, I clicked connections, I tried to type in n8n. That is where you are supposed to go on any regular given basis to connect via API. Integrations here, I actually completely forgot that this exists, if I'm being honest, because as you can see, I don't use it. These integrations are developer specific. So you can't even use n8n on the regular API setup that like you're used to if you build in Stepper, you build in Zapier, you build in Make, okay? So we literally have to develop this, and I just like frankly don't want to do this. I know like if I was not used to this or knew that this language exists, this is also like the marketplace of Notion. So now I'm wondering if you don't have a marketplace profile, I don't think that these are open to everybody. If I remember correctly from what Notion told us when they launched these, because you can see like my services are on the side, the templates I sell in the marketplace, I don't think an everyday person can actually connect these, which means you literally can't use n8n as a regular person. So I think we just call it and say that we literally couldn't build this because I don't want to publish integrations via the marketplace. I don't want to do that. And I guess even if I did an internal, let's try this. Create this. Okay. But again, I don't know if you have access to this build thing. Okay, well, let's copy this. I'm like so frustrated right now. And yeah, see, it can't even connect with the settings. I'm going to call this. I have now spent a collective 12 minutes and 34 seconds, according to my recorder, trying to figure this out. And this platform isn't for me. Like that, I think that's like point blank that this is not for me. The fact that like, if you don't know what webhooks are, how to build webhooks, you can't even get past the first step here. So that's like to know that, you know, n8n has hundreds of apps, but the one that I need isn't in there, really just like makes the platform not usable from the get-go. Let's instead end this video on a higher note and build the exact same thing in Stepper. Because listen, It will be done in the next 2 minutes, okay? If you aren't familiar, Stepper is a product of Paperform, and I'm a Paperform OG user turned product expert. Stepper is specifically built for people like me, a small business owner, creative, and solopreneur. The nice thing about Stepper being part of the Paperform family is that the UI is the same. So there's minimal context switching I need to do when I log in compared to one-off platforms like n8n. But here's what you need to know in the short term. First, Stepper is free. No trials, actually free for the majority of your workflows. And when you hit the limit, it's incredibly affordable at $19 a month with 0 limits. Next, workflows can be built manually or using Stepper AI to ideate and execute. It's probably, honestly, my favorite feature. And then they have components, the apps within, that are savable so you do not have to rebuild workflows from scratch every single time. Let me hop over to my computer and I'll show you. We'll build the exact same workflow we did at n8n and push data from Paperform to Notion. So we are going to click Create New Workflow. And we're going to use the AI. So send data from Paperform, IRL, budget calculator, and send to my Notion CRM. Okay, great. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. Ay, Dios mío, this is crazy. All right. So what it's going to do is it's going to tell you, hey, this is what I'm doing. So step 1, it's going to trigger on Paperform. Step 2, it's going to push it. So yes, sounds great. We always want to be nice and friendly to our robots, so when they take over the world, they remember us. Okay, so it's going to start building this, and it should automatically just push this through because I've already logged in to both Paperform and Stepper. And so I actually don't need to give it credentials at all, which is really, really nice. And that's pretty universal across any of the regular day-to-day platforms like Zapier, Make, and Relay. And so all we have to do is connect our form that we want. Where is it at? Here we go. All right. And now it's going to connect Notion. Awesome. We'll do custom. Okay. Sure. Allow. Great. Okay, so we can see that the AI connected the company name, the point of contact, the email. It literally says from the form, and it automatically is going to select the status as active lead, the interest tag, the referral source, and this is great. You can test it by submitting the form or publish and make it live. Let's publish. All right, great. Awesome, and it's done. That literally is all I had to do. I could sit here and scroll YouTube shorts while the AI built this for me, and I didn't cry, I didn't get frustrated, and now we're done. We can move on with our life. There may not be over 500 apps available, but I can't even name 500 apps, so definitely don't need them for my workflows. As I mention in every video, when you know your processes, you know exactly what tools are useful and necessary. For the majority of us, we just need something that we can trust works, so we can focus on more important things. We aren't sitting here developing or custom coding apps on a daily basis. And just like that, the workflow is built. Even if I was brand new to automation, Stepper AI makes it so anyone can build a workflow because it can help you ideate and execute in one go. So even if you know what you want to automate but don't know how to get there, Stepper will have that solution. The real difference here has nothing to do with features though. n8n is built for people who think in systems architecture. Developers, technical ops people who are comfortable self-hosting and debugging. If that's you, it might genuinely be the best tool available. Stepper is built for people who know what they want to automate but don't want automation to become their second job. Conversational AI interface, no code, no server, no queued executions. Not every tool is built for every business, and that's okay. And the best tools for your business is the one you'll actually use and are not intimidated by. So your challenge today is to pick one thing to automate and give these tools a try to see which one will get your job done. That's it for today's video. If you've got questions, drop them in the comments below, or you could also hop over to Stepper's Discord community and share there. I'll see you in the next video.